This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, good evening all. So in this tutorial, we will learn HTML links. So I'm just open this Notepad++. So in this tutorial, we'll learn HTML links. This HTML links, this HTML links. So here we can create links to other pages using HTML. So we can create links to other pages using this HTML. A link or a hyperlink, so we call it as a hyperlink. This link is connection from one resources to another resource. So here hyperlinks will be generated like if you click or by clicking or tapping on the hyperlink, it refers to another page. So the link has two ends. The link has two ends. So we call it as anchor tag. So we call it as anchor. So how do you create this link? The link syntax will be follows like this. The anchor tag close. Like this, we can create the link. In the anchor tag itself, we can create href here. Href stands for hyperreference. So here, the most powerful is href. This href is a like it will transfer one resource to another resource. It transfer the users. When you click on this hyperlink, it will transfer the user to one resource to another resource, or else we can create, that is we can connect the two pages using this hyper reference. So in this hyper reference, we use the URL here. We use URL, anchor tag, href, URL, anchor tag close. So like this, we can create hyperlinks in HTML. Now, and unvisited links. There are, in the hyperlinks, we have unvisited links, visited links, that is active links, and we have link. Link is unvisited. Visited means if you click on this visited, that link will be visited. If you click on this one, there will be active, that is a focus on this link, that will be active. So here unvisited link is a underline and blue color, and visited link is underline on purple color. If you write active link, it is a underline on a red color. So like this, we can use these links, we can color up these links, we can color these links using pseudo classes. Using pseudo classes, we can color up these links. So here we just use this link here. Link is a unvisited link. It is for underline and blue color. So here we can write visitor link. So if you write the visited link here. So don't worry, the pseudo classes will be explained at the time of CSS. So here we can use these pseudo classes to color up our links tags. That is, we can color up your anchor tags here. So I'm just using hover here. Hover is when you mouse hover on this one, there you get some colors for this color elements. So here, last one we have the active. So like this, we have this links here. In this is a hyperlink. So I'll just show the example for this hyperlinks here. Open this Visual Studio. So here I'm just creating a new program. Save it, links, hyperlinks .html. So look at this here. The hyperlinks is not apply for only, it is not apply for only the text. So it is also applied for images, headings, like any of the elements we can apply the link tags. We can change the links. We can apply on the buttons also. So here I'm just created a new program. and we don't want to this one. I'm just removing this one, or else you can put it in the comments. Now here we just change this title to HTML links. So HTML links here. So after that, we just create link here. I'm just creating the anchor link. So you look at this one. Anchor links are calculated. You can write like this: anchor open, anchor close. The anchor links have two ends. So here in the href, we can keep the URL here. For this URL, we can write here. I'm just writing the Google. So I'm just copy this Google. I'm just copy the Google URL. So here, so I'm just copy this Google URL. Open this Chrome here. So here, just enter Google. So if you enter this Google, you look at this. You have the Google search here. So click on this Google search. So now there you get google.com here. So I just copy this one. I just copy this one and paste it in our program. So here we just pasted inside of this one href. So like this, we can share. We can give the link in the href. Now we can run this on the browser. If you run this on the browser, look at this. They're having the Google here. They're having Google here. Look at this one. This is a unvisited link, like they got blue color. If I visited this link and just click on this link, see, look at this one. They're having the red color. This is a visited link having underline, that is red color. This is an active link. See, look at this one. If you click on this one, so there you get the Google here. So like this, we can create the link here. If we go back, if you go up, there you find the link here. So like this, we can create the link tag. Like this, we can create the anchor tag, and we call it as, so this one we call it as hypertext. Hypertext. Not only anchor tag, we can give links to paragraphs. We can give links to h1. So like this. So here I'm just typing. So I'm taking the paragraph. So here, instead of paragraph, we can give the link tag here. So here I'm just writing. So this is paragraph link. This is paragraph link. Paragraph link. So we can create paragraph as a link here. So here I'm just writing this is paragraph link. If you run this one on the browser, so right now we don't have any link here. So we just created this one. So if you click this one, nothing will happen. So here, if you didn't find any URL, so we can place hash here. So hash is a tag which will refresh the page. So if you find any URL, then you can put the hash symbol instead of URL here. A note here. So we can put hash without having URL. So here, I'm just place one more URL. So go to here. I'm just taking the dummy text. I'm just taking the dummy text. Click on this dummy text. Now there you get link here. Now just copy this one. I'm just copying this link and paste it in our program. So here we just pasted inside of this program. Now we can run this one on the browser. So go to here and refresh this one. Just click on this one. Look at this. There we're having the link here. So like this, we can create links here. Next, we can also apply this anchor tag for headings also. Here I'm taking the h1. So inside of h1, I'm taking the anchor tag. So for this anchor tag, so here we can write, so this is heading. So this is heading. So anchor tag will also apply for images also. So we can also apply for the list items. So we can also apply every element. We can also apply this anchor tag. So anchor tag we can apply for all the elements, all the available elements in the HTML. So here I'm taking, this is a heading. This is a heading link. This is a heading link. Look at this one. We are creating the heading link. So if you refresh this one, like this. So like this, we can create the heading links and paragraphs and normal hypertext. So like this we can create the links here. So this is a link. Now I just created one more program. So here I'm just created one more program. Or else, so look at this one. I'm just removing this one. So here we need to place link here. For placing this link, so how to apply the colors for the link items? How can you apply the colors for link items? So here for applying the colors in the link items, this anchor tag is the inline element. Note here, the anchor tag is the inline element. Like we can take the n number of anchor tags, it will be displayed on the side by side manner. Like because it is a necessary with occupying, it is a inline in it is a inline in nature. So by default, it is a inline nature. So here I'm taking one more. So here I'm taking one more website. So click on this one, Pixabay. So if you click on this one, so there you get the pixabay.com. So I just copy this one and paste it in our program. So here I'm just pasted. So here in the H1 itself, we just pasted here. Now we just pasted here. Just refresh this one. So we just pasted here. We just pasted in the H1 itself. Now we need to give colors for, so we need to give colors for this H1. So look at this one, just refresh this one. So if you refresh this one, so there you get purple color. So look at this one, there you get purple color. Purple color indicates stands that so you are visited this link. So here I'm just giving the colors for this anchor tag. So here now we can take the color. So how to apply the colors for anchor tag itself? Using the pseudo classes we can apply. So here I'm taking internal style sheet. So here I'm taking the internal style sheet. I'm taking the internal style sheet. So for this internal style sheet, we can write the style tag. Style tag. So inside of style tag, we write the anchor tag. So here I'm I'm just writing the link here. Link is a tag that refers to unvisited link. So here I'm just writing the color I'm writing black. After that, so look at this one. So if you want to remove this line, this is a text, right? If you want to remove this underline for this text, so we have a property in the CSS like text decoration. We have a text decoration. So here we have none here. If you run this one, they're having it remove the line from the text here. Next we have apply background color. I'm just apply the background color. So I'm just applying this background. So here I'm just taking orange red. So I'm taking the orange red here. Now we can refresh this page. We can refresh this page. So look at this one. They're having the link. They're having the unvisited link. Unvisited links are, if you give the color, it will apply. So look at this one. I'm just apply this color also. So I just apply the color. I'm just giving white color. I'm just giving the white color itself. Now we can run this one on the browser. Why it's not working? Sorry, I'm just giving the, so now we're just giving the color as a block, right? We just change to white here. We just change to white here. So we don't want to block here. I'm just giving white. Now we can change this one. So if we refresh this one, so it's not working. Okay. So this is a link, right? So here I'm just removing this one. Now, so we can write the anchor tag visited. If we write the visited, once visited, see here, I'm just change the background color. I'm just change this background color. So background. So for this background, I'm just take this pale green and I'm changing this color to black. So here, I'm just changing this color to block here. block. Now, if you click on this one, so we don't want this text decoration. So we don't want this text decoration for this visitor. So if you want to place text decoration for this visitor, you can place here. Just place this text decoration. So here we have a values like underline. So here I'm just taking underline. I'm taking this underline. Now you can run this one on the browser. See, if you run this one on the browser, look at this one. If you visited this one, so there you get pixabay here. Go back. Next we have. So if you visited this one, there you have. So here, see, look at this one. So I'm just right hover animations. So here I'm taking this hover. For this hover, I'm just taking here. So I'm just writing the same color, just writing same. So here I'm just mention this one. Look at this one. So here I'm just changing this one to deep pink. So I'm just writing the deep pink here. Now we can run this one on the browser. If you refresh this one, now if you hover on this one, there you get deep pink, and as we expect the text decoration underline here. So like this we can expect this hover. And here also I'm just taking, so here I'm just taking this comma separator. So don't worry, we'll explain this time. So next chapter we'll explain that selectors under comma cell. So here I'm just using the comma selector. So after that I'm taking, this is a hover, right? I'm just taking the active also. For this active also I'm giving the same color. Now we can run this one. There you get the same. See, there you get the same here. So we can also change this color. So we can also change this color to white here. So if you want white, we can put it one on the white. Now we can run this one on the browser. See, look at this one. If you run this one, see, look at this one. There you have the white. So like this, we can apply the colors for this anchor elements. Look at this anchor element. If you click on this link, it will be open in the same page itself. So no, if I click on this link, it will be transferred to the next page or next window itself. So for this purpose, so we are using, so for setting the target attribute, for the links, it is easily transferred to the new web page. So here the target attribute that tells to the browser where the open the linked, where we can open the linked document. So here there are four defined types of target elements. The each target having starts with underscore. The each target elements is starts with underscore. So here for this target elements we have, so we can use these target elements like target underscore. So here we can use this one target equal to, so we can use this like this. So here in this we having underscore blank here. Target underscore blank states that, so target underscore blank states that it opens the link document in new window or another tab. It will open the link in new tab or another window. It helps to the user open in the new document using this target underscore blank here. Next we have target parent. So we have, I'm just taking one more element. So one more, there is a four types will be available, right? So here I'm taking the target equal to underscore. So here we have underscore parent. So we have underscore parent. This parent link will be opens in the linked document, it in the parent window. It is used for this anchor tag open in the parent window. Next we have target. Next we have target. For this we can use a self. So here underscore I can use the self here. This self. This self opens in the linked document in the same window or same tab itself. It will open the source document by default. So here we have one more element, that is a target equal to top underscore top. In the top of the URL, this top, it creates the file and so it will open the file on the full browser window. In the top of the document, it will rotate it. So I will show the example for this target elements. So look at this one. So here, I'm just writing. So we can use the underscore target underscore blank here, underscore blank. See, look at this one. If you write the target underscore blank, refresh this one and run this one on the browser, look at this one. The program remains same and it will open in a new window. If you click on this one like this, it will be open in the, so every click it will opens in the new window. Like this, we can create this target underscore blank here. So I will show the three examples for that one. So here, I just remove this one. We don't want this one. We just put it in the comments, or else we can remove this one. We just remove this one. So we just remove this one, and also we can remove this one also. We don't have this one. So I just remove this anchor tags. Now we need to here. I just created one h1 tag. So for this h1, so here we just created Google here. We just created Google. Next we have, so I just created an anchor tag. So in the anchor tag, so I just created anchor tag. So I'm just created anchor tag. In the anchor tag, inside of anchor tag, we can take image tag here. So the image tag will be explained at the time of, the image tag will be explained at the time of images. Like coming chapter will explain, next coming chapter will explain about images. So image can be taken like this image tag, and in that we can provide src, that is a resource path. In that image is having the alt attribute. Alt is indicating that alternative text, while the image is not displayed on the browser at the time, it will be displayed alt tag. So here I'm just writing the flower dot png. So I'm writing the flower.png. So here I'm taking flower. I'm taking the flower as alt here. So we can write flower.png in the anchor itself. Now we should write here the target underscore parent window. It will be open in the parent window itself. Here we can write the anchor tag. So here we can write the anchor tag. So inside of this, we can create anchor tag. So here I'm writing the Google link here. Just close this one and can paste it. So we can remove this one and paste it here. Now I just pasted. Now we just pasted here. Now here we need to place URL link here for this Google. I'm just open this one. So here we need to click on this google.com. Google.com. So click on this google.com. So there you got google.com here, and copy this link and paste it on this one h1. So here just paste it on this here. Now, so in this here we can use this target. So we can use target underscore blank here. So we can use target underscore blank for h1. Now we just created one more program, like I'm just creating h2 here. I'm creating the anchor tag. So inside of anchor tag we can give, this is the dummy text and this is a dummy text here. I'm creating dummy text here, dummy text. Now here, so we just give as symbol. So or else if you want to give this dummy text, so go to this Google and copy this dummy text here. We're just typing dummy text. So click on this dummy text. So I'm just entering dummy text here. So if you click on this one, if you there you get the link here and just copy this link. We just copy this link and paste it here. We just paste it here. So here I'm just writing the target attribute. So here you can write the target target attribute, target equal to underscore parent, underscore parent. Now we can run this one on the browser. So look at this one. I'm just run this one on the browser. So I'm just reduce this size here. So look at this one. So they're having this Google and dummy text and image here. I'm just clicking this image tag. So look on this one. Look at this one. This is opening in the parent window itself. That is the use of the parent here. So we can raise the target. So here I'm just clicking on this one. It will be open. So it will open on the same page. So here we just write the target underscore blank here. So here we just write. So here I just missed the spelling. I'm just writing target underscore blank here. Now, so here we just write. So here we just write the top here. We just change this top. Now we can run this one on the browser. So if you run this one on the browser, look at this one. If you click on this Google, it will go to the next page. Now I'll just close this all the one. So here I'm just closing this one and this one also. We just close this one. We just close this one also. So look at this one. If you click on this one, it will be open in the new window. And this is a parent. We can click on this one. It will open in the parent window itself like this. And just so if you click on this dummy text, look at this one. It will be open in the top of the page, like this. So this three will be work here. So self means by default it will open in a self document. So like this, the links will be worked in the HTML. So we have links tags. Like we can write the target blank, target top here. So in the links, we can also generate bookmarks here. The bookmarks will explain coming chapter. So this is the example for anchor tags. Now we can go for the next tutorial. So here we have ID attribute. ID attribute and class attribute. We have the two attributes available here. One is ID and one is HTML class here. So we can also call it as HTML class selector and ID selector, and we can also call it as HTML attribute, HTML class attribute, HTML ID attribute. Next coming up, so here we can write HTML class attribute or class selector, or we can call it as class selector. So here HTML class selector. This HTML class selector is used to specify the class for HTML tags, class for HTML elements, or class for HTML tags. So here we can apply the multiple class names. We can apply the multiple elements. We can share. So we can share the multiple elements with the same class name. We can apply the same class for multiple elements. So here the class attribute is often to use the point out the class names, and for the style sheet we can also apply. So we can, based on the JavaScript, we can also apply for the class names. We can write the class names. We can access the class names in the style sheet. So here the class is denoted with, the class is denoted by dot symbol. The class is denoted by here dot. The class is denoted dot here, and we have the class is multiple purpose. So we can write the class names for the multiple use. The class is denoted with hash here, and we have HTML ID selector. We have ID selector or else ID attribute. So we call it as ID selector or ID attribute. This ID attribute is used to specify a unique ID for HTML element. It gives the unique ID for HTML element. It's difficult to find. So it's difficult to find the same mentality like everywhere in there. So there is like this, we having different mentalities. Like this, the IDs having different, but they have unique ID for all this. So we cannot use more than one element with the same ID. So that is not possible. If it is possible also, so if you write the ID, it is a bad practice. Like you cannot give same ID for different HTML elements. So only we can give different IDs for HTML elements. So why? Because it is based upon the specificity. So they get some clumsiness, or else they overlapping on this one. So like this, we can give only unique value for HTML element. This ID attribute specifies that unique ID for this HTML element, and we have the ID attribute must unique within the HTML document only. So look at this, the ID is denoted with this ID is denoted with, so this ID is denoted with hash. So we can use the ID with hash here. So we can use the ID with hash symbol. Now look at this one. So I will show the example for this IDs and class names. So here we just open this Visual Studio. We just open this Visual Studio. We just open this Visual Studio. Here I'm taking the new program. So I'm just creating HTML class and ID selector. Class and ID selector dot HTML. Now here we just create a new program. Click on this enter. So here I'm just creating HTML class and ID here. Now, so here I'm just creating one paragraph. So here I'm taking this lorem 8 here. So click on this enter. I'm taking the paragraphs. I just copy this one. Look at this one. I'm just copying these paragraphs. So if you run this one on the browser, see, look at this. They're having the paragraphs here. So look at this. They're having the paragraphs here. So for these paragraphs, I need to apply color. I need to apply color for the first paragraph. So what will happen if you so if you write this here, if you write the inline style, this inline style we are using style tag. So I'm just writing the style tag. So here I'm just writing the style tag. Inside of style tag, we can take this tag selector. So we can take the tag selector here. So I'm just writing color deep pink here. What will happen? So look at this one. They're having the multiple paragraphs here. If you write this tag based, so if you write tag based, what will happen means it will apply all the paragraphs as a deep pink. So it will affect all these paragraphs. Look at this one, having this affected by all the paragraphs. If you don't want to affect these paragraphs, that time we need to create one class for these paragraphs. Here I'm just creating the class. So in the class, we just give one name itself. So here I'm just giving the text here. So I'm just taking the text here, or else you can give as para. So you can give the para here. So we just give the small letters para. So look at this one. Here, this para stands for like text elements will denoted with dot. So here we can write the para here. Now we can write the font. We can write the font size also. I'm just changing the font size. Just click on this font size. So I'm just changing this font size. So I'm just writing font size. Click on this font size. Here I'm just giving the 30 pixels. Now if you run this one on the browser, so look at this one. The first para having this pink color and having the font size 30 pixels. So like this we can apply so few more paragraphs. So we can apply few more paragraphs. We just copy these class names. We just copy this class name and paste it. So whatever you want, paste it which paragraph you want, you can paste it that paragraph. So here we just pasted this one. Now you can run this one on the browser. See, look at this. They're having the here. Like this, we can also apply for the different colors. So here, again, you can take one more class names. So here, class. So class para 2. So here, I'm just applying the para 2. For this para 2, I'm just applying for this para 2. I'm taking the para 2 as a class name. Class is denoted with dot here. I'm just applying the color. So color we have dark slate blue. So here I'm taking the slate blue and I can change this font size. So we can apply this font size like XX large. If you run this one on the browser, see, look at this, they're having the text here. So like this we can apply the class names for this paragraph. Look at this one. So here we can also apply the IDs also. Here I'm just taking the ID. So for this ID I'm taking the para. The same para I'm just taking here. ID will be denoted with hash here. I'm just writing this para, and inside of this one we just write the color. Here I'm just writing Firebreak. Now I'll just apply properties like font size. So here I'm just apply the font size 40 pixels. Now we have the font weight. We just apply the font weight like 800. Now we can run this one on the browser. So look at this one. So they're having this like this. Like this we can apply the IDs and class names. So like this we can apply the class names IDs. So here I'm just take one more ID here. So I'm just giving ID. So here I'm just taking para 4, para 3 itself. So here for this para 3, just ID is denoted with hash here. I'm taking para 3. So after, so we can give this here color white. So color white. For that I'm just giving the background color. So background color. So for this background, so here we can take the background color like foreground. Next we have font size. So I'm just applying the font size. So we just apply 26 pixels. Like this we can apply. If you run this one on the browser, see, look at this, they're having this background color like this. Like this IDs and class names will be worked. So this is a use of ID attribute and class attribute. This is also called as class selector and ID selectors. Now just I'm showing the how to create a bookmarks using this anchor elements. So here we just create a bookmarks. So here creating a bookmarks. Creating a bookmarks. So creating a bookmarks.html. So here I'm just click on this enter, and now we can go for here. So here I'm just writing bookmarks here. For this bookmarks, so here I'm just creating. So here we just created paragraph. In this paragraph itself we just created anchor tag. In the anchor tag I'm taking the hash symbol. So here I'm writing story 1. I'm writing story 2 or else story 3, 4, whatever it is. I'm just writing the story 4. I'm just copy this one. So here I'm just changes to story 6 here. So here story 4 and story 6. Now just refresh this one. So we just run this on the browser. We run this one on the browser. So there you get story 4 and story 6 here. We just change this, just apply this. I'm just apply the style tag here. So I'm taking the style tag instead of paragraph. So here I'm just taking the P space here. This is a space selector. So we'll explain on the coming chapter. So here I'm just applying the color. So color red, and I can change the font size. Font size I'm taking the 30 pixels. Now we can run here. So text decoration none. So we can write the text decoration none. It will remove the underline for the text here. Now we can run this one on the browser. So look at this one. So they're having the story 4 and story 6 here. So look at this one. There are two links here. So I'm just writing font weight also. Font weight. font weight 500, font weight 500. So if you look at this one, so if you want to make this text as a center, if you want to make this text as a center, so we can use the text align center. So we can use the text align center. Text align center is a property which makes the text as a center. So we can also use align property to make the center here. This is a property which makes the text to center. If you write this one, so it will be, if you run this one, so why? Because it is an inline element, right? That's why it is not coming to the center here. Now you can run this one, writing display block. So I'm just writing the display block here. Now you can run this one. So it will be in the center position. So if you don't want this one, just removing this one. We don't want this one also. So here we can write here, like we can write align tag, align equal to center. If you run this one, so look at this one, there will be the center position. So I'm just copy this align equal to center for this paragraph also. So I just copy this one and paste it here. Now here we just increase this boldness. I'm just giving this 700, add 800. If we run this one, so there you get a bold text here. Now we having the bold text story 4 and story 6 here. Next we have, so here I'm just changing this color. So color to white, color to white here. So I'm taking the body. So I'm taking the body. For this body, just white, background color, background color. I'm taking dark blue, dark blue here. So click on this one. There you got the dark blue. If you refresh this one, so if you refresh this one, they're having the dark blue here. So here, now we can how to create the bookmarks in the HTML by using in the anchor tag. Now we just created paragraph here. After that, I'm taking H1. So here I'm taking the H1. Just I'm taking the story 1. So I'm just taking this story 1. So this is the story 1. So for the story 1, we can write align center. So we can write align center for the story 1. So here I'm writing the paragraph. So for this paragraph, I'm taking this lorem 300. So click on this enter. Now, so like this we can create so few more H1s on the paragraphs. So here I'm just I just copy this H1. We just copy this H1 and paste it here. I'm just changing to story 2. So here I'm just copying this here. I'm just changes to 3 and I'm just changes to 4. I'm just changes to 5 here. And here I can again also taking 6. So I can also take in 7 here. So like this we can take in the 6 stories. So 7 stories. For these 7 stories, I'm having the different storylines. So here I'm just creating paragraph. So for this paragraph, I'm taking the lorem. So lorem, I'm taking the 500. Click on this center. Go to this home button, and again. So here, click on this enter. So here I'm just writing the paragraph. So for this paragraph, I'm writing the lorem 500. Enter. Now here, so I'm just entering this one. So here I'm just creating a paragraph. So here also I'm taking this lorem 500 words. So click on this enter. Next, so here this H1. So again I'm taking this paragraph. So I'm taking this lorem 500. Click on this center. Next, go to this story 6. So here I'm taking this paragraph. For this paragraph, I'm taking this text here. So click on this enter. Next, again you can go for this story 7. So here I'm writing this paragraph. So lorem file. Look at this one, click on this one. If you run this one on the browser, so look at this one. If you run this one on the browser, so look at this one, they're having the stories here. We're just changing this color. So here I'm just changing this color, like, so here I'm just changing this h1. So I'm selecting this h1, I'm writing this color like white color. So I'm just writing the white color here. Now we can run this one on the browser. So look at this one, they're having this colors here. I'm just changing this storylines also. So for this paragraph, we just apply color. We just apply color for this paragraph. Now you can run this one on the browser. So there you get here. So for these headings, we just give so red color. So here I'm just giving red color. Now you can run this one. So there you get red colors here. So like this, story 1, story 2, story 3, story 4, and story 5, story 6, and story 7 here. So like this, we're having story 7. So here, whenever user click on the story 4, so here I'm just changing this text to, so jumps to story, here I'm just changed to jump section. So jump to story 4. Or else here also you can write jump to story 6 here. If you refresh this one, look at this one. If you click on this jump 4, it will go to, if it will jump to 4. If you click on this story 6, it will jump to story 6. So here like this we can create the bookmarks here. So here we just open here the story 4 itself, the story 4. So here I'm just giving the IDs. So just we can give the ID here. So ID I'm taking story 4 here. I'm taking the story 4. So go to this chapter, go to this story 6 here. So here I'm just giving ID. I'm just giving the ID. So here we can give story 6. So I'm just giving the story 6 here. Now we can go for this story 6 and story 4. Now look at this one. They're having, so here how to access this one. So using as we can access this story 4 here. So here, so we just copy this story 4. We just copy this one and paste it here. So here we just pasted this one, and this one also we can paste it here, and here we can write 6 here. We can write 6. Now if we refresh this page, see, look at this one, refresh this page. If you click on this chapter 4, so it will go to the chapter 4 here. Now if you click on this chapter 6, jump to chapter 6, it will goes to the, that is, if you click on the story 6, jumps to the story 6 here. Like this we can create the jumping section in the HTML. Look at this one, you can create a bookmarks or jumping section using this here. Again I can show one more time. So if you click on this 4, the story 4 will be, so it will take to the story 4. If you click on this story 6, it will take to the story 6. Like this we can create the jumping section, or else you can create the bookmarks in the HTML. So here I will show one more item. In this here we can go these hyperlinks. We can go for this hyperlink. So here also we can create download links. So download links means in the zip files we can provide these links here. If you click on this zip file, it will be downloaded. So here for creating zip files, I have in my folder having this zip file here. Look at this one. They're having a zip file like 21 br. So 21 br is my zip file. So here how do you create the downloadable link? How do you create the download links in the HTML? So look at this one. It's only work for the zip elements only. Zip one PDF file means it will work. Like here, if you give the images, it will open the images. We can save the images explicitly by clicking or right click on this one. We can save the images like this. So here, go to this Visual Studio. So here I'm just creating anchor tag. I'm just creating anchor tag. In the anchor tag itself, href, I'm just writing 21 br dot zip file. So this is a file name. So here in the anchor tag, I'm just giving click here, click here to download. So click here to download the zip. So click here to download the zip here. Now we can run this one on the browser. If you run this one on the browser, so look at this one. So there you having file here. So if you click on this file, look at this one. If you click on this file, the zip will be downloaded. If you click on this one, zip will be downloaded. Like this, we can create zip items. We can create the downloadable links using this anchor tags. So we can create bookmarks using anchor tag. So this is a bookmarks. So where's the bookmarks here? So I'll just close this one. So we have the bookmarks. So here, to create a bookmarks, the anchor tag we need it. So if you run this one, so this is a bookmarks. So creating a bookmarks and applying the colors, we can use the pseudo classes for the anchor elements. Not only anchor elements, we can, for this anchor elements, we can also apply the color for images and text and paragraphs and headings and the list items also. So list items will be learned in the next chapter. So like this, we're having colors in HTML. We can apply the colors and we can also apply downloadable GIF files. And we have this class and ID selectors. The ID is unique and class is multiple purpose. So that's all of today.